Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, if you guys had listened to the last episode, I did kind of talk on this towards the end of the episode, KSI and Jake Paul's beef. And overall, like, I am going to be talking about that, for the sake of this episode. Well, yeah, it's going to be the only thing that I'm talking about in this. I don't know why I worded it that way. Maybe it's because it's late at night and I should be asleep. But, no, but it's like I can't go to sleep, though, because I'm like, I gotta stream. There's stuff I gotta do. I gotta work on content and stuff, so can't sleep at the moment. But anyways, no, yeah, that's why overall I wanted to talk on. I wanted to talk on, KSI and Jake Paul's beef, because, man, how long has it been now since these guys have been going at it? I mean, it's been a fat minute now. There was a video that I seen of Jake Paul, and I think that's why I had started talking about him in the last episode. Cause he was on some guy's talk show, and that guy, he got Jake Paul to a frustrated point in that TV show or talk show. And Jake Paul, he just left. He was like, nah, bump all that. I'm about to say hang this FaceTime or whatever kind of call it was. And he was like, I'm gonna hang it up and I'm just gonna move on with my day. Cause that guy, he had him a little bit on the upset side. But then I got to think, then doing the episode and thinking about how him and KSI, how they've been going at it for so long. And it's crazy because originally, like, if you guys were there when like YouTube boxing was very first emerging into the scene, so it wasn't KSI's first boxing match, but it was his second boxing match where he went up against Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul. So you would think that, okay, him and Logan Paul, they gonna be the ones that's gonna be beefing after years and stuff. And it's crazy how it shifted. It's crazy how KSI and Logan Paul, they're like the best of friends right now. Like because I think I don't know. I think Logan, no, I think that's he had a kid. I don't think he is married yet. I think I think I did see a post where KSI was like he wasn't gonna go to Logan Paul's wedding because he didn't want like no crazy stuff to happen between him and Jake Paul. And I'm like, man, that's messed up, where it's like this is somebody where if you do consider them your best friend, it's like, man, that's messed up, where it's like you can't even go because of that reason. Like, I could get if it's something else that's going on, but like overall, like some problems that you have, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know how it all I wonder if it's like, no, let's see if Chat GPT, I don't know if the answer would be accurate, but let's just see. How did the beef between the two YouTubers, KSI and Jake Paul, wait a minute, I misspelled Paul, starts? Like, how did that all go? The beef between KSI and Jake Paul stems from mixed competitive ego, clout chasing, and sibling rivalry, and it actually begins indirectly through their brothers. Yeah, because, so there was like, so that was so they do mention KSI when he went up against Joe Weller and stuff. But, okay, so I see. So KSI, in a way, because, I just remember when, whatchamacallit, when Logan Paul, he did that, Japan video. And he was getting, it was that video, and then Jake Paul, he was doing like his stuff where it was, people wasn't really feeling it and things. So I'm like, dang, when I sit down and think about it, people really had it out for the Paul brothers. And I don't know, because with me, I know people will probably ask me that question, like, you didn't hate them like the rest of the internet? No. That the thing is this, like, what, 2017? Because I have to say that's when Jake Paul, it was either 2016 or 2017, but regardless, I was working in Seattle. That's where my mind was at. My mind was trying to process this job that I was working at, because, man, I'm telling you, like, I think I've done podcast episodes before talking on this place, but y'all just don't understand. Like, this was a stressful job some days, so I didn't really have time to process internet beefs and all that stuff. Like, and on top of that, I was going through my own internet beefs and dramas. Like, 2016, 2017, it was even back in 2015. Like, I was going through my own stuff to where I ain't really, and then on top of that too, because like Vine was still a thing, so I followed them through Vine. I was actually a follower of theirs. I was a fan of theirs. So that's why I'm like, it trips me out. Like I go and when I was when Vine was active, and then it's like you watch their videos, and I'm like, fam, I don't know how I can watch 7 seconds of these guys and hate them. So that's why I'm like, if whether 14 seconds, 21 seconds, I'm like, yeah, it's like continuously watching their vines. I'm like, I can't hate them, so. Anyways, but yeah, fast forward, Logan Paul, he did his video. Jake Paul was doing his videos. The world just had this newfound hatred for them. And yeah, I mean, like it was insane. But I'm like, okay, so that's what Chat GPT, what it said. So there was like KSI and Joe Weller, that happens. There was like in early 2018, KSI fought Joe Weller, another British YouTuber, in one of the first major YouTube boxing events. After winning, KSI called out Logan Paul and Jake Paul, saying he wanted to fight the Paul brothers. So then there was like Logan Paul accepted, Jake gets involved. Logan accepted the fight, but Jake jumped in and said he should fight KSI instead. And then yeah, then that's why I remember when Deji, when he had and my thing is this: if Deji was, if he was in proper shape, he definitely would have humbled. And I feel like he did, in a way, kind of humble Jake Paul. Like I don't know, like I just think that he wasn't physically fit to fight Jake Paul. But he was throwing some hits. Like I think he busted his nose and stuff. So I was like, yeah, Deji. I think if he was that, I have to say that's probably one of the biggest what ifs in YouTube boxing is what if Deji was physically fit for that boxing match, because I feel like he was holding his own. So, but anyways. So they was all like, Logan accepted, Jake jumped in, KSI insisted on fighting Logan, Jake fought KSI brother Deji, also known as Comedy Shorts Gamer, of course, and the KSI versus Logan Paul undercard. The event, August 2018, added fuel to the rivalries, KSI. So yeah, their fight, and then KSI and Logan Paul's fight ended in the draw. Jake Paul beat Deji by I wouldn't say he beat him by TKO. I think yeah, okay, I guess, because they did. I think, yeah, they did throw in the towel and stuff. So, but that's, yeah, they're like, in short, okay. So that's good. Okay, so there's like, since then, rivalries continue through trash talk, near fights, and indirect competition, making it one of YouTube's longest running influencer feuds. So there's like, okay, so yeah, there's like, there is like some things that were, but it's like stuff that we already know about. I was like, that's why I'm like, I feel like I haven't really, because all this stuff that I was thinking of, I'm like, maybe I missed out on something, but I'm like, no, yeah, it was like, it started with YouTube boxing, and it's still going on to this day, to where it's like, they can't even be in the same room with each other. And I'm like, man, it's stuff like that that trips me out. I'm like, I know people will probably be like, would ask me that question. I'm like, YouTubers that I ain't got into it with, would I be able to be in the same room as them? I'm like, look, as long as they don't start nothing, I won't start nothing. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if I'm getting into it with, like, yeah, I'm in KSI shoes, I'm getting into it with my best friend's brother, I'm like, look, this ain't about us. I think, for the time being, it's like, however many hours this wedding is, he stays in his area, he don't start nothing, I'll stay in my area, and I won't start nothing. Remember, this is your day. And that would, to me, I think that would be crazy, though, if you get to your best friend's wedding, or just being in Jake Paul's shoe, you get at your brother's wedding, and you start cutting up because there's somebody there that you don't like. I'm like, fam, is this about you, or is this about your brother? So that's why I'm like, it's things like that, you guys sit down and think about it. It's like, okay, we got our problems, we got our issues, let's put this aside, let's be here for my brother. That's what that conversation should be. So it trips me out that it's like, that can't even be the conversation, because I'm like, this internet drama then got to the point where it's like, you guys can't even have a conversation, so yeah, it really trips me out that it done got to this point. And I'm like, man, I do feel a little bit bad for Logan Paul. I'm like, man, it's like, I feel like it's one of those things, like, you meet the love of your life, you're going to spend the rest of your life with this woman. This is a one-time event. I guess, like, yeah, maybe, like, anniversaries or whatever. It's like, maybe possibly KSI could show up to that. But it's like, this is like a one-time event. You want the right people to be there and stuff. And then it's like, they can't show up, or this is going on, that's going. But it's like, and it would make sense if it was like some, like, other issues and things. But it's like, it's because of a beef between your brother and your best friend. Like, that's why they can't show up at your guys's. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul, he's gonna be there, but KSI, he ain't gonna be there. And I'm like, man, that's kind of messed up. Even if, and I don't know, like, maybe I would do that, where it's like, okay, I'll show up, be there for the ceremony, you know, wait till the pastor like, oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife, you may now kiss the bride, y'all do what you gotta do. And then then, you know, once we go all outside and it's like, okay, I gotta go tend to my stuff and things, or I gotta dip because, you know, I think you understand why, but it's like I wouldn't want to miss that key moment, you know, where it's like y'all like locked in, signed the contract, they don't call wedding certificates contract, whatever they call, wedding certificates. But anyways, it's like, I'm like I wouldn't want to miss that, you know, so. That's why I'm like, I just feel like that, you know, for the sake, like, it's, trust me, it's not that bad. You know, like, I've been in my own fair share of internet dramas, and I feel like I've definitely been on the end of the spectrum where it's like, I'm being harassed. Like, it's not irritating, but it's like, man, you know, it's a little annoying where it's like, I can't even do what I want to do because it's like, oh, these guys want to continue on the drama and all that stuff. And I'm like, I just want to be left alone. So I don't know. With me, I have a different outlook when it comes to internet drama. It's like, at some point in time, it got to stop. You know, it's like I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to do my own thing. I ain't got time to be out here fooling around with people and stuff. So and I know people probably like that know me and stuff. They will probably ask like, okay, so let's say there's a mutual individual between me and just a robot. All right, let's just throw that name out there and stuff. So there's a mutual between me and just a robot. They invite me to their wedding. I know I'm gonna go to this wedding, but they're all like, okay, I must warn you, just a robot's gonna be here. I'm like, all right. I mean, as long as they don't start nothing, I'm like, they stay in their area, I stay in my area. I really don't see the problem, you know? So it's like, that's the thing where it's like, I'm not worried about nobody doing nothing to me. I guess if they are there on some weird activities, I'm like, that's on them to be thinking about. But I'm like, I'm here for you guys. So I ain't gonna be bothered with them. I'm not gonna say nothing to them. I am going to be minding my own business. If they approach me on some silly stuff, that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at you and be all like, hey, you know, it's like, you're the one that's in charge here. Come get your boy. Because I'm like, if I handle it, then it's gonna probably end up being a problem. And I'm like, I don't want that for your wedding. So that's why I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, and that's why I was gonna say that I think that Logan Paul, he should step in. He should schedule I don't know whether it's a sit, and who knows, maybe that might be something where it's like, he might want to do for his podcast Impulsive. I'm pretty sure there's probably been a lot of people that's been asking for something like that too. It's been a minute since I've checked out his podcast Impulsive, but anyways. I think if they had a sit down, or if they just hurry up and did this boxing match, got their stuff handled, I think that overall it could get to a point where it's like, okay, again, they could be cool with each other, you know, and even if not, then it's like, okay, let's just have this mutual respect. We ain't gotta be friends with each other, but let's not carry on this hatred for the rest of our lives. You know, let's not, you know, we 50 years old and we still carrying on the same way we were when we were 20 something years old, you know? So it's just one of those things where I'm like, you know, and then you also gotta sit down and look at yourselves too, where it's like KSI being one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, Jake Paul being one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, having it where it's like you guys are like in the positions that you are in, where I'm like, fam, you guys are in a better position than me. And I'm like, I'm telling you, like, if I was in these guys' shoes, I wouldn't be carrying on the way that I'm carrying on, or the way that they're carrying on. I'm like, nah, bro, I wouldn't even be carrying on the way I'm carrying on now. It's like, if I was in their position, I'm like, trust me, I'm like, my mind would have been on content creating 24/7. I'm like, okay, I got to this point. How can I make it better? You know, so I'm like, fam, I promise you guys, like, you guys going back and forth with one another, I'm saying you ain't gotta like be all buddy do videos with each other and things, but it should get to a point where it's like, okay, let's just squash this stuff, move on with our lives, focus on something bigger and better. You know, it's like Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul is in a relationship. It's like, focus on your lady. I think the same with KSI too. Focus on your lady. What else? You know, it's like you guys got I think, cause hold on for a second. How many channels? I know KSI got a couple of channels. How many channels? Does Jake Paul have multiple channels? Hold on for a second. Let me check real quick. Jake Paul. Let's see. Okay, there goes that. Let's see. No, I don't think, no, he don't have multiple channels. I think, he just, I think he's just chilling. But no, he is gonna be doing a boxing event. When is this boxing event? June. Oh, it's gonna be this Saturday. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. No, this is a press conference thing. I thought it was gonna be like an actual. No, wait a minute. No, that never mind. No, that's not it. Pay per view. When is it? Okay, is it on this Saturday? I'm like, fam, because I don't know what's going on right now. But anyways, regardless, I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like he has a channel with 20 million subscribers. I'm like, bro, if I had a channel with 20 million subscribers, I'm like, bro, like, what's his? Oh, his most viewed video. Dang, it's every day, bro. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, he has, all right, so he has. I'm like, yeah, focus on music. I'm like, I don't know, like Jake Paul. That was something that I was sitting down thinking about, where I'm like, with Jake Paul, I feel like that he would do a good, like, serious movie. I know people probably would hear that and be, and would laugh about it, but I'm like, no, I'm being dead serious. I think that Jake Paul, I feel like the movie that it would have to be, whether he's starring in the movie or he's a co-star, or he's just somebody that's kind of making a cameo appearance, but I could see him doing a military movie. Like, he got that mindset. I wouldn't say mindset, but he just got that personality where I feel like that, yeah, if you didn't know who he was and you seen him in a military movie with the attitude that he has, like, outside of, like, like who he is, like who Jake Paul is, and you seen that in the military, I definitely feel like that it would be good. So that's even just something where it's like, like, I guess something for him, like if he just didn't want to carry on the drama, or just didn't want to carry on drama with anybody and stuff, it's like, yeah, it's just do that, like focus on things that's going to better you. But yeah, it's like the drama and all that, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, like it's getting old now. I ain't got that, because I know the times where I've been gotten into it with people. It's like, I could think about back when I got into it was with this this coworker at my old job. And and I think if we were to ever cross paths again, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I was young, I wasn't thinking straight, I was very rebellious at that point in time in my life. Didn't want to listen to nobody. It's one of those things where I'm like, however I felt back then, I don't feel like that now. I ain't got that type of time to be feeling like that now. So anyways, but yeah, I think that because hold on for a second, I'm wondering if there's a particular date for Logan Paul's wedding. When is, I feel like that'd be kind of weird to look up. When is Logan Paul's wedding? There's like who? Wait a minute, what? Who is this? Is this, nah. Who is this? This ain't that's not his August, okay, August 15th. Who is this? Jamie, but what? Fam, you would look up some stuff and I'm like, what is this? That's crazy. I was like, I looked up, so you must be another person named Logan Paul, because I was like, who? Yeah, because his fiance, Logan Paul's fiance, she was on that TV show. I think it was either Guy Code or Girl Code. I just remember that was a really good. Both of those shows was really good on MTV. But yeah, I was all like, her name ain't no Jamie Bohanik, or however you say that last name. But I'm like, yeah, that's dang. All right, well, that'd be kind of confusing. Somebody looked that up and then you see that, and then it's like you think that's like Logan Paul and stuff, like the Logan Paul we all know. And then it don't help either that it says that their wedding is in the summer 2025. And I'm like, that's what there's all like, oh, wait a minute. No, I think that was on TikTok. No, oh, no, wait. No, yeah, no, okay. No, that was accurate. No, it's like, okay. So it was, all right. Just had to make sure. But yeah, I definitely, because it's a couple of months away, less than a couple of months away. So yeah, if I'm Logan Paul, I think I would definitely step in and be all like, okay, let's squash this so I can have you guys both at my wedding. But it's like, yeah, if it can't be squashed, or you guys can't just, be in the same sphere and not get into it with one another, then it's like, yeah, then, you guys do what you gotta do and things. But yeah, that would be messed up, man, if KSI couldn't show up to the wedding and stuff. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.